What is going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Hope everybody out there is doing well. As for myself, I am doing good. Just sitting here at the desk and wanted to make a quick video to confirm that Profitrade approved my payout, processed my payout, and that payout is now in my bank account, all within like the weekend. So Profitrade is a new prop firm that's out there. A buddy of mine turned me on to it, I think maybe a week, 2 weeks ago now. And they were at that time, and they still are running a 90% off special. The special is good up until October 31st. I do have a promo code that you can use to take advantage of that 90% off discount. That code is going to be on the thumbnail. It's also going to be a link in the description, and I can give it to you. It's very simple. LMD365. That's the code that you would need to use for this 90% off special, and you can make money. Had someone in one of my other videos post a comment on the video where I blew the account up, asking that I lose all of my money. That particular account cost like $96. So I lost $96. Another account that it was $16 for the eval. That was 90% off the $160. Once you pass the eval, you have to pay an additional fee to get into what they call a PA account. They have 4 different payments that you can use. I went with the least expensive, which was $85. So for that particular account, I was in that account for what, 101, and you have to trade total of 7 days. 4 of those days in a $50,000 account, you have to make more than $182. You can't make more than 40% of the total balance on one trade. And that's pretty much the rules. So I complied with those rules. Last Thursday, I submitted a payout request. They approved it. I was a little worried because I hadn't seen where I could punch in my bank account information. Sunday morning, they sent me a link telling me to establish an account with Rise. Rise is a company that businesses use to pay contractors. So I set that account up because we are technically looked at as a contractor for Profitrade or for any of these other prop firms, and that's how they go about paying you. I set that up, and this morning, Monday morning, I received an email stating that Profitrade had paid into my Rise account my payout. So figured I'd go ahead and make this video just to let people know that Profitrade is paying out on these prop firm accounts. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna switch on over to my email real quick, let y'all see that. So we see here, this email came from Rise. They stated you just received $2,100. This particular 50K account, I had made $3,300, and I was able to request up to $2,300. I requested 21. I should have requested the full amount, but requested 21. Just stating that that came from Profitrade. I went into Rise, and I submitted that. Or not submitted, I noticed that, yeah, that money was there. So I went on over. Within Rise, you can tell it where you want it to go. See, I had a pay now of $2,100, and I requested that $2,100 be withdrawn to my bank account. I looked in my bank account, and that money is there. It is there and it's available. It's a pending transaction, but if I wanted to use that money today, it's available to be used. So that's where we at with that. I do want to look at one particular account. So I got numerous PA accounts now, y'all, and I'm probably going to buy some more eval accounts now that I do see that they actually pay out. I probably won't trade these other evals, but for 90% off for a 50K account is normally 160 bucks. If I could pay $16 and put that account in my back pocket, so to say, just in case I might blow another account up, at least I will have those evals there to trade and possibly pass, because you don't always pass them, possibly pass, convert to PAs, and get some more payouts out of them. I have I think it's a 100K account that I also have as an eval. I'll probably start another 25K. I like the smaller ones. They're fairly quick to pass, and as long as I trade smart, I usually can get a payout or two out of those. But yeah, that's where we're at. But I did take some trades in the new PA account that I had. I had not traded it yet, but we made $986 in that account last night. Profit target on this one, $2,600. Now, the thing with this is a little misleading, so I'm gonna put it out there. It's actually $3,100 that you have to make, because before you could take the payout, you have to leave $500 in there for a profit trade. So you really have to make $3,100. But yeah, made 986 bucks last night. Let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the stats. So we see we made $1,004. We lost 18. That gave us a net of 986. Look at that profit factor. That is absolutely bonkers. That's bonkers. Says I took a total of 64 trades, but I want to say that's contracts. Average trade made 15 bucks. Average winner, $20. Average loser, $1.18. Are you serious? Max winner was 40. Max loser was $1.45. Huh? Max winner was 17. Max losers was 11. Consecutive profits, $690 before I took a loss on a trade. And then consecutive losses, $16. So solid trading, y'all. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna bring up the chart real quick just to look at these two. It basically was like two trades, just kind of sized in on them. But let's turn that cam off. We don't need that on. Let's do that. I'm gonna blow up just the 1 minute chart, and we'll take a look real quick just to see where I was kind of getting in on these trades at. So the market opened Sunday, futures. Same person that asked me whether I traded Forex. No, I trade futures, and futures trades crazy. They trade Sunday. The market opens back up at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll go all the way until 5 o'clock Monday evening, and then it'll shut down for an hour, and then it'll go all the way again from 6 o'clock to 5 o'clock. It only shuts down for 1 hour. So you can trade literally 23 hours of the day with futures, but there's times where the market is just not liquid. There's not people really participating, so it doesn't move. Those are the times that I really don't like to trade. So the market opened at 6 p.m. and immediately shot up 42 points, y'all. 42 points. Took it back into this 5-minute channel that I have on my chart. Kind of consolidated, pulled all the way back to the base of that channel, and then just ripped. And I was not watching the market during any of this. This here is kind of the time where I say I'm not looking really to trade. It's just kind of chop. Just sideways action. I like trends. So I sat down about 7:30ish and just kind of watched the market, and I put this channel on my chart. And caught a decent little trade coming through here. I was also trading the $100,000 eval and made some serious money. but I was sizing in like crazy. Caught a nice move right up through here. But we see higher high, higher low, slightly higher high, slightly higher low. Then it pulls back to the base of the channel and then just rips off of that. Comes up, sets this high right here. We get a lower high. So I established this down channel. It kind of curled, came back up, flushed all the way out to the base. The base of this was established by this area right here. So that kind of told me where the base would be at. Market kind of just chopped around, just kind of setting higher highs, higher lows, and then tanking back out. But once this channel right here got formed, caught a couple of decent little trades coming through there. But the banger trade that I caught, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So we have the 5-minute down or 5-minute up channel right here that had been established. And then we had this new intraday down channel that had gotten established. And I was watching the market for this to either break out of this down channel up here and kind of trade this area, or get back in this channel and do what it did, flushed out. So I caught one little decent trade coming down through here. But when this thing came down here to the base of the channel, I got very interested, y'all. And this thing just kind of chopped along the base. And then I saw this nice candle push it back into the 5-minute channel. We get another little small red candle right here. We get this little small green candle, y'all. And I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, oh, that's perfect. So when this candle closed, immediately it went. Now look at where it's at. It's in the 5-minute up channel. It's breaking over the intraday down midline, and it had a little bit of room up to VWAP. So I jumped in this trade right here, and I jumped in with some pretty decent size. Let's look at that candle right there. That candle has a range of 2.25. So you can call that 3 points, y'all. If I traded one NQ, I would be risking $60 on that trade right there. I'll be risking $60. I hammered in with MNQs. So 10 MNQs equals 1 NQ. Hammered in. All I want out of this trade is VWAP. I'm expecting this just to come up to VWAP and kind of fail. So I put a stop in the system, but I didn't put a target in. And when I tell y'all, this thing ripped. It flat out ripped, caught me off guard. I immediately started chasing. I probably could have made a lot more on this trade, but I immediately started trailing because I was not expecting that rip to happen. We see that it ripped right up to the 5-minute midline and then just rejected right back down to the base of the 5-minute channel. And then it just kind of did what I would expect it to do. Push back up, finally got up here off this midline and just traded right along it, broke above it. After this trade, I was done. I posted in the Discord, I'm done. I'm not trading today at all, unless I do buy another eval. Right, like I said, right now I have, I want to say 3 $50,000 PA accounts. We blew the 25,000 PA account up, so we don't have that one. I might buy another 25K. But yeah, that's what we did, y'all. And look at what the market has done since then. Let's just kind of run through and then I'm gonna wrap this one up. Came, broke, pull back, retest. That's usually a good move to keep going. Came back in. Once this candle closed inside of the channel, I would be going short right there. Highlight that candle. That candle is 6.75. I probably give that a 7-point stop on 1 MNQ. That's risking $14, and this thing just flushed out. Let's keep going, keep going. See it just kind of reacting around VWAP. I can come right here, boom, just so y'all can see how I do. I don't know what's to the left over there, right? I don't know what's over there to the right. I'm sorry, over to the right. But I can draw that because I have this low, got this high. We get a higher low. I can establish it, or I can establish from this high in this higher high. Either way, you can establish it from the lows. You can establish it from the highs. I established this one from the highs. Could have easily established it from the lows. It's going to basically give me this same angle, but let's watch it and see. Breaks outside of the channel. If it gets back in the channel, I expect that volatile move, but it comes down, it retests. This is coming back down. Tried to break in, it retested, it failed. Look at what it does, comes back up. That's why this channel is important to get established. It's letting me know. It's tried to break in, got in the channel. I can expect a good move. Now it's trying to get into the 5-minute channel. Failed the 5-minute channel. The real move is going to come if this would have got in the 5-minute channel. Didn't happen. It closed inside the 5-minute channel. So that checked off the box. Boom. We checked the box off. It's inside the channel. Next check mark. It needs to break the high of the previous candle. It didn't do it. No trade. So had it broke the high of the previous candle, now I want to make sure it's enough room in the trade. But it didn't meet the second qualification that I needed to take that trade. Comes on back down. Look at that. Comes back up. Tries to get back in the 5-minute channel. Fails. Just chopping around. And now we are in a pretty good down move right there. What time is it? 7:30. So we're catching up to where the market is right now. It is 8:40 right now. I'm going to draw that like that. Let's see what it's going to do. Breaks out of the channel. Tries to push back in. And then just tanks out. And that's it, y'all. That's what I do. So watch this. I got a low right here. I got a higher low. I'll come here. I'll draw that like that. I'll put that right there. That's my channel. And I would probably make that a little tighter. Let me activate and see if I can do it without messing it up. There we go. That's my channel. This is where the market is right now. So I would just be watching this. I don't want to take the trade back down. So I would need to see this come all the way back down to the base of this channel or to the midline. It can come to the midline. I would prefer it to come to the midline, catch support and come back up. But that's it, y'all. Rise or not rise. Profit trade, paying out traders. And this is what the market is doing. Quick little recap of my style of trading in a nutshell. On that note, I am going to go ahead and wrap this one up. As always, thanks for checking me out. If you hadn't hit that like button, please do so. If you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. And as always, we can continue the conversation in the comments. Like I said, if you're interested in trading prop firms, check out Profitrade. There are some other ones out there. I trade those as well. Apex, Top Step. But Profitrade is the new kid on the block. And like I said, they are paying out. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. We will be back at it again later. Peace.